Hi, welcome to Bobby Cinema Theater. I'm Bobby Cinema, but you can call me BC. Today is June 8th and my 18th week on my webcast, live at Bobby Cinema, where I introduce the new movies and DVDs that's out this week, where I make my final grade on the movie that's out this week. Go into my website where you can read the plot and watch the movie trailer. The first movie out this week is You Don't Mess with Zohan, starring Adam Sandler, directed by Dennis Dukin and produced by Judd Apatow, distributed by Columbia Pictures and Happy Mass. I took to this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Adam Sandler made an extraordinary performance in this film about Zohan, a Mossad agent working really hard for redemption, trying to get out of the terrorist business to fake his death, going to New York to become a hairstylist. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B. The next movie out this week is Kung Fu Panda, starring Jack Black, Dustin Hoffman, and Angelina Jolie. Written and directed by Mark Osborne and John Stevenson. Produced by Melissa Cobb. And it's by DreamWorks Animation and Paramount Pictures. I took up this film. I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. This movie is like Beverly Hills Ninja and Mulan all at once. Jack Black made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B+. The next movie out this week is The Foot Fist Away, starring Danny R. McBride. Written, directed, and produced by Jody Hill and just by Paramount Vantage. I took up this film. I don't recommend people watching this movie in theaters. This is the worst film I've ever seen since watching The Burbs. They should get better actors and better writers for this film. I grade this movie a D-. The next movie out this week is The Promotion, starring Sean William Scott and John C. Reilly. Written and directed by Steve Conrad, produced by Bob Weinstein, and just by Dimension Films. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Sean William Scott and John C. Reilly made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is And When Did You Last See Your Father, starring Jim Broadbent and Colin Firth, and directed by Anand Tunker, produced by Stephen Woolley, and produced by Oddly Films. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Colin Firth made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B-. That's all the time we have. That's all the movies that are out this week. The next movie that's out on DVD this week is Semi-Pro, starring Will Ferrell and Woody Harrelson. Directed by Kent Alterman and produced by Jimmy Miller, and it's by New Line Cinema. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Will Ferrell and Woody Harrelson make an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to them. I rate this movie a B. The next movie out this week is Meet the Spartans, starring Sean McGuire. Written, directed, and produced by Jason Freiberg and Aaron Seltzer. Produced by 20th Century Fox and Regency Enterprises. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Sean McGuire made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is The Eye, starring Jessica Alba, written and directed by David Moreau and Xavier Pollard, produced by Paul Wagner and just by Lionsgate and Paramount Vantage. I took this film. I recommend people watching this movie on DVD. Jessica Alba made an extraordinary performance in this film about a blind violinist gets a chance to see and look at the terrorizing world above them. My hat's off to her. I grade this movie a B-. That's all the time we have today. Come back next week where I introduce the new movies out this week and on DVD. Don't forget to log into my website where you can look into my new trailers, play my movie trivia, and my puzzle. This is BC. See you next week. Now get out.